It's never been easier to win in any sales career ever. Do you know why? Because most people don't want it. Man, there's so many things, so many aspects to this business. If you broke this video down and executed it a little bit, there's no way you don't go to 20 to 30 cars. All right, guys, in this video, I'm gonna teach you 10 steps that if you take, you can make $20,000 or more in this car business. And these steps are steps that I took that changed my entire life that you can take too, and you can crush the competition and be #1 on that sales board. And I know that's where you wanna be. Let's go. When I first started in the car business, I remember people saying, dude, you can't make 20,000. I remember people saying, dude, the store record is 26 cars. You can't sell more than that. My 4th month selling cars, I broke that store record. My 5th month selling cars, I broke my own record. People were like, holy crap, it is possible. So I don't care what your store record is. I don't care if it's 50. I don't care if there's 100. There are car salespeople selling 100 cars. You can do it too. But you're gonna have to have step 1, the mindset of a legend. You're gonna have the mindset of, listen, I'm going to outwork everyone. Everyone. Listen, you're new. You got in this business. And here's where people squander the opportunity. They go into the business. Maybe people start talking stuff to them. They don't have thick skin. You sell yourself a different dream than when you first got in. You got to stay close to your vision. It's literally that you're not going to quit. You're not going to stop. You can't be talked out of this. You can't be. This is not a job anymore. This is a lifestyle. You're going to see people on the car lot that they're not as committed as this, man. They're not going to be as committed as you. It's never been easier to win in any sales career ever. Do you know why? Because most people don't want it. And so they're not doing what I'm going to teach you today. If you were ever going to rise to the top of this business fast, it would be now. Don't let nobody tell you what's possible. Know everything's possible. Have that approach, man. Okay, so let's get into a couple of frameworks. Listen, the first thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to learn how to make really good friends with people. When these people come in, you're gonna have to understand that they have maybe a negative connotation of what car salespeople are. They've never met you. If you go to a Starbucks, they probably say, if you said, hey, I'm a car salesman, I'm a robber, I'm cheap, they're liars, they're thieves. Your job when these people come in is to make a friend and make them think differently about you and your business. When you're making friends with them, like, do you look like a person that's the expert? I wanted them to know when they got here that I took my job super seriously. So if you're just starting out and you have no money, dude, you can just go get a nice clean shirt from Ross, a nice clean pair of pants, man, press those suckers every day, and it doesn't matter if you're wearing the same 2 pairs of clothes, okay? It doesn't matter. I was too, until I got more money, and then I got off that bus, I started driving a nice car, and my life just started elevating. When these people come up, making a friend isn't thinking about how do I sell this person. That's not making friends, man. Making friends is like, how do I serve this person? How do I make friends with them? How do I make them feel comfortable? How do I make them feel wanted? How do I make them feel that this is our house? I want you to be smiling. Put a show on worth paying for. A show that they're like, gosh, this guy's amazing. When you walk them out to show them that car, are the doors butterflied out and everything? Is the music up? Is it going? Is it exciting? Make this friendship unforgettable. When they go anywhere else, we want them thinking of you. Hey, it's the Macklin Twins. Thanks for watching the video. Listen, if you want our free word track guide, 52 word tracks will teach you how to dominate sales, just text 480-780-2203. It'll teach you how to dominate. Let's get back to the video. Text us, let's go. Number 3, you're gonna have to really lock in on this step, and it's outwork everyone. This one right now, a lot of people, they'll turn this video off because they don't wanna work. This generation is soft. Guys, I didn't even know we had a day off for the first 3 years of my career. I really didn't. I never took a Saturday off my entire career. I'm not telling you to be me, but listen, if you're gonna come compete, if you're gonna be a guy that really wants to make 30 grand, well then show it. A lot of people, they won't show it. They're gonna say it, but then the first month they've got 2 days off. I'm like, what are you doing? Listen, this is the craziest thing ever. If you can go outwork everybody in that dealer, what's gonna happen is the dealer starts to shift, leads start to come to you, the spoons start to come to you. So if you want business to just be attracting to you, you gotta be attractive. And what's attractive? A hard worker, a grinder. If you outwork everybody for 6 months, they're gonna stop competing with you. They're gonna be like, oh man, that's just Ian. He's just different. He just gets the spoons. And then the excuses start to roll in, and it's all of this other stuff, which in reality, the managers and everybody knows you purely outwork them. I'm just telling telling you guys, I flat out destroyed people in sales. There's not a salesperson in the world that competed on the same floor as me that can ever say they beat me. You know why? Because the day that I set foot in that car dealership, I knew I could change my family's life. I knew it would be hard. I knew I would have one characteristic that not a lot of them had, and it was I would outwork everyone. You are gonna develop skill sets in this car business that absolutely transition into every part of your life if you do it right. But you must outwork everybody. That is my rule. You must outwork them if you want to get to that 30K. Number 4, guys, listen, I want you to figure out where the leads are coming from. The BDC agent, the phones. I want you to stay close to those phones. I want you to stay close to that BDC agent. Listen, the BDC agents were my best friends. You know why? Because sometimes they're struggling with the lead. They know it needs to be turned to somebody, and there's probably a process in your dealer. But I guarantee you, the top people, they know where those leads are coming from. So I want you to identify where the leads are coming from, and I want you to go provide value to those people. Maybe it's the BDC girls. Maybe every day you're gonna have to buy coffee. Maybe every day you're gonna have to do something for them, get the lot techs to clean their car, do something that's just different. Hey man, they wanna make sales too, okay? I'm also gonna teach you how to create leads, but you need to know where are these people coming from, where are they calling in from, and you need to dominate that lead source. That needs to be your lead source. You need to be the best at it. Is it the BDC? Is it the phones? It's only a couple places. The front of the lot, I get that. You're gonna have to master that. You're gonna have to be out front a lot, but master that because that's gonna be how you scale. 5, guys, this is the most underrated tip ever. Make friends in service. Man, I used to count on getting 15 to 20 book deals from my service department every single month. Your service advisors, in some of your stores, there's maybe 5 or 10 service advisors. There's technicians of maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Guys, all of their friends buy cars. You guys do know that, right? I don't understand this grift between sales and service, but you need to be the person that brings it together. Guys, I spent a lot of time, every Saturday I showed up to my service drive and I would always bring them McDonald's at 7 in the morning. I'd buy them all hash browns. I'd spend 100, 150 bucks on them. I'd help them open up car doors. I'd call in their CSI. I always had a really good CSI. So I would say, hey, you know, John, do you want me to call in your CSI? I know you were lacking a little bit last month. You're busy, dude. Do you mind? Hey, I can call them. I know exactly how to pitch the survey. Do you want me to do that for you? I got you. They'd be like, dude, are you kidding me? Hell yeah. I'd call their customers. I'd get them good surveys. I'd be in the service lane, open up car doors. I'd be jacking up customers. Hey, how you doing? Oh my gosh, we're so happy to see you. John's gonna be with you in a moment. They got a little bit different brain than sales, but that's okay. That doesn't mean that they're bad. That doesn't mean that they're against us. We're on one team. You need to go into service and provide some love. Do something different for them. Help their customers. Maybe put some skin in the game yourself. I always paid the service advisor extra 100 bucks every call. I said, hey man, I close a deal. I'm gonna give you 100 bucks right away. Right when we close the deal, right when they sign out of finance. So I always got the service customers, okay? But once I had those relationships established, I made this QR code and it literally said on top of the QR code, while you're here, could we appraise your car and give you more money than it's worth? And then I had a QR code, and when you scanned it, you can go to qrreader.com. You can put whatever questions you put in there. I put, how long have you serviced the car with us? Did you buy it from us? What's your interest rate? What's your payoff? All this stuff. Basically, how do I sell you a car? And I would get those leads and they would come right to my email, and I'd walk over there and I'd be like, hey, oh yeah, oh, you're Miss Johnson? Yeah, I just seen this. I'm gonna go out and take a look at your car. I'd be happy to get you a number on it. Let me go check it out. I'd walk outside, I'd go grab Gary, the service advisor. I'd make friends with him. I'd make sure I'm not stepping on his toes, like it's a big ticket from him and he needs that deal. I'm like, can I sell him? What do you think? And he's like, yeah, heck yeah, sell her. This is a very underrated tip. In this business, you can make whatever you want. You're just gonna have to do more than other people, think differently, and hopefully, as we're going through these steps, you're already getting there. All right, guys, most people are gonna sit on their ass like a fisherman waiting for a bite out front of the dealer. Where's a customer? I hope I get one today. You hope you could pay your bills? You hope you could be great? Guys, obsessed people, legends, we don't hope, man. We control our own luck. We control our own destiny. We control our own outcomes, okay? So listen, you're gonna have to be a lion ready to hunt. What's that mean? There's a database of hundreds, thousands of customers that you can call. You should be making 100 dials or 2 appointments every day. I'd grab a piece of paper with a list, I'd put in some headphones, and I'd be out front making my calls, out front. If somebody shows up, I can hang the phone up. Hey, I'll call you right back, and I can get the up. But I've got my list right here. I know what I can call them on. I can go to my managers, I can get that. A lot of you guys have tools that'll tell you their trade cycles and the rates and the payoffs and all this other stuff. Guys, they just gave us a list. They just gave us a phone book when I started 15 years ago. go, hey, here's the phone book, go call. And we had to be creative. We had to be good. We had to be badasses. You know, we didn't get all these like really cool tools. The fact that you have those, you should just be using them and being thankful to your dealer that they're actually paying for them. But here's a word track that I would use. This word track is gonna make it super easy for you to understand. Listen, when I call them, I'm not like, hey, is Johnny there? This is Ian from Toyota. They'll just hang up the phone on you. You're gonna say, hey, is this John? This is Ian, where you bought your 2021 Toyota Corolla from. Is this you? Is this you? And he's like, yeah. Perfect. All I want to do is verify some pieces of information on your account, and that's all I need from you. Do you got 30 seconds? Could I get a little bit of your time? And then he's gonna say, yeah, but I'm busy, I gotta go. And you're gonna say, perfect, man. Listen, I got 2 questions for you. You already answered the first one. The second question is, my general manager wanted me to personally reach out to you. Number one, thank you for being a customer of ours, but also he wanted me to personally reach out and say that he's been looking for cars that match up identically to yours, identically. So he's getting ready to go to the auction and spend a lot of money on these cars, like a lot of money, because the used car market is up right now, which is crazy. He wanted me to ask you if he was gonna give you more money, if he could give you more money than your car would be worth. I'm not selling them a car. I'm just saying, would you be interested in knowing that? A lot of times they're just gonna say yes. If they say yes, you're gonna confirm an appointment and sell an appointment. Hey, what time can you be here so I can double check with John that he's available and he can take a look at your car too while you're here. If they say, no, I'm not interested, well, what you're gonna say really quick is, hey man, totally get it, man. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate you just being super nice and being a great customer of ours. Hey, one more question. If somebody was walking in your neighborhood and they stopped you guys were outside your mailbox and they said, hey, your house is worth 500 grand right now, but you know your house is worth 300, would you just wanna know what that person is saying? Would you wanna know? They're gonna be like, yeah. Guys, that's what this is. Right now, your car's worth more than ever. The market is getting ready to drop on them. And what we're doing is just educating our customers, not selling them anything. If you wanna buy something, cool. If not, at least you know what your property is worth before the market gets worse. Could we do that for you? Could we spend 2 seconds of time when you come down here and show you what we got? Would that be fair? Could we do that? You're gonna pick up the call and say the same thing to everybody, you need to be machine-like. You need to know your business better than everybody else, and you need to know how to do these things, because if you can't build the pipeline to get to 30 grand, okay? So you gotta master outbound phone calling, you gotta master filling your pipeline, and if you can do this, it's how you're gonna hit that 20, 30 grand mark, the big numbers, and start to go up from there. But you gotta build your pipeline. Number 7 is lead generation. Now I want you to type in on the Macklin Twins YouTube, Macklin Twins likes to leads, Macklin Twins Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of different lead tips that we did, but you gotta generate leads. You gotta generate a customer a day no matter what. And when you really start getting good at generating 2-3 customers a day on top of all of the little lines of business that I've showed you, you've got these buckets of business, that's how you start getting to 50 to 60 cars. And I'm gonna tell you a little secret about selling 50 to 60 cars real fast. Those kinds of people, they don't have to be the best salespeople. Those kinds of people are the best marketers. They're the best business people. When you know how to sell 30 cars, there's no more talent in sales skill that you need to sell 60. All you need to do is to be able to duplicate your time. And in order to go to sell 60, you have to be able to hire somebody and put them in charge of your lead generation. And so if you can't go through these videos and understand all of the steps it's gonna take to lead generate, then you can't go to 60 cars. People need to know who you are, write this down, who you are, what you do, how good you are at what you do, and where you're at all day online. Next one, referrals. Listen guys, you should have a form every time you're sitting down with a customer and we've done business, and I would say, hey guys, listen, I'm gonna give 3 of your friends a free oil change, 3 of them. And listen, this is gonna take some investment on your end. Remember, to be an entrepreneur, you're gonna have to continuously go to next levels and invest in your customers. Most people would just sit with the customers and be like, hey, give me a customer that I can, get some business from. Nah, that's not how we're thinking. This is how we're thinking. Hey guys, listen, what I'd like to do is just message a couple of your friends that they want a free oil change from us, just so I can expand my network and grow. And then they would give me 3 people. You know what would happen? I'd call those 3. Hey guys, you want a free oil change? I want you to come on down to the car dealer. What kind of car is it? What kind of miles is it? I'm literally getting all the information to sell them a car. Yeah, I'm risking 15 to 20 bucks on an oil change. Doesn't matter. I would stack my pipeline with those oil changes. I would stack my pipeline with those referrals. You have to have a referral system in order to scale. The only salespeople that are going to 40, 50, 60 cars, they've got a big referral system. That was mine. Guys, and last one, you have to stay growth minded. The business changes. So you're gonna always have to be a student of this game. And if you can stay a student of of the game. And also watch everybody in your dealership. See what they're doing. See what they're not doing. See who the best manager is, the best at closing. Who's the best at this? Back into it, man. Just be a student of everything going on around you. And if you can do that, there's no way you don't start to scale to these $20,000, $30,000 numbers. If you're not in our sales training where I'm able to coach and mentor you every single day, you've lost your mind. If you're a car salesman or a salesman in general, I dominated hundreds of thousands of salespeople. I've always been the top in my industry. You need to join me. You need to be on our calls every Tuesday, every Friday, every Wednesday we do role play. Man, there's so many things, so many aspects to this business. If you broke this video down and executed it a little bit, there's no way you don't go to 20 to 30 cars. See you guys on the other side.